fluorescent lights, EMI and RFI. What are EMI and RFI? That are the EMI is not your EMI which you pay when you buy something. EMI is the electromagnetic ray, and RFI is the radio frequency imaging. And fiber optic cable, when you use them, they are free from this EMI and RFI hazards. The third one is the virtual elimination of the crosstalk. Sometimes when you call somebody, you can hear the third person talking. Here in the fiber optic cable communication, this possibility is minimized. The fourth one is the lower signal attenuation than another propagation systems. That means it is a high fidelity cable. Whatever you give in the input, more or less, most of the times you get the same in your output. It has the lighter weight and smaller size. Of course, it is very flexible but strong material. Of course, when you see the size, you can say that it is a hairline strand. What is this? What is the strength? But it is very strong material. It is lower cost, and the installation and reparation. Of course, installation is there, but the repairing is also easy. The eighth one, conversion of the earth's resources. Say principal ingredient is in glass is sand, which is very cheap and virtually unlimited supply. So you don't have to worry about the supply itself. The safety, no hazard of short circuits or spark. The applications are broadly 3 different areas are there in the applications: the illumination and short distance transmission as waveguides in telecommunication, in the fabrication of the sensors, and others are miscellaneous applications are there. The optical fiber have first of all, illumination and short distance transmission, one can use the optical fiber. The miscellaneous applications are there. They are in medical, they are in military fields, or even in some another type of communication, one can use the fiber optics cable. It can be even used to detect some existence of light inside the laboratory. The optical fiber communication system, the basic building block says that it is transmitter, information channel and receiver. Transmitter transmits the light, information channel, that is the fiber optic cable, and receiver receives the light. So, and it gives the output. So one first building block is the input to the cable, another is information channel. It is invariably it is the fiber optics cable, and it is and receiver says that it is the output. Here in this hierarchical chart, one can see the detail of the optical fiber communication system. First is the message origin, whether it may be audio signal or it may be a video signal. It should have one original message, it should have one original signal. Then it goes to the modulator to modulate the signal, and then it goes to the carrier source. At that point, it is converted into the electrical signal, and electrical signal can be converted to the light signal through LED or say laser diode by channel coupler. That is the real input signal to the fiber optics cable. The fiber cable in between with the total internal reflection, it will be reflecting the light and giving an output. At the end, there is a channel coupler. The channel coupler says it converts the light which is received by the one end of the fiber optics cable, and it acts as a transducer. It will again convert it to the fiber optic cable. It will convert to the electrical signal, and again it will move to the detector. The detector will detect the electrical signal, and signal can be modified in terms of attenuation at the signal processor, and exactly in the output, the message output will be there. So you can see that this will be the future world, which is surrounded by the fiber optics cable for large range of applications, starting from telephone to the computer, the mobile, or say antenna or satellite, or say signal converter, or say analog signals, digital signals, or signal can be amplified in the root, and thousands of glass fiber thinner than a single hair bounded together into one cable, and they will be playing a major role in the communication era. At the end, I would like to thank you GTU and BISEC personnel for helping me, and I'll thank my principal GSET and the staff of the GSET for providing me necessary permissions and the help for this experimental kit. Thank you.